Alright.
Ben, what's been happening?
Hello,
what are we talking about
Taverners.
first? We
We're
talk
back.
about the good or the bad? Because I got plenty of good to talk about.
I have some serious good for you, mate.
I've
I want to
got-
start with something that's gonna shock you, because I don't even think you realise, because you would have put it in the Square Enix room if you knew.
Oh, Square Enix, never mind, it's not good.
It is good. It is good.
Joking.
All right.
That
I'll
wasn't
go
the
with
company I was
a big
thinking
one. Okay. I'm gonna go with the big one to start with. All right. So did you know, Joe, that there was a Nier concert in London very recently?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. The orchestra that we saw a couple years ago, they came back.
Yeah, it came back. We couldn't get tickets, but Yoko Taro was at this event. He came on the stage.
Yeah, he was there last time as well. We went.
Oh yeah, he was there last time. Okay, but he came on the stage.
Did he announce
I
a game
yeah.
or something ridiculous like that?
No, he came on the stage and he was like, Square Enix are in the, like, some of the heads of Square Enix are at this concert. Cheer if you want, like, a sequel to
Wait, that's
Nier.
what he said?
He said
Yoko
like,
Taro said cheer if you want a sequel to Nier.
Not in those words, but yeah. But he was like, like, show buzz or something. And then, on the screen, like, he walked off the stage, and on the screen were the words repent. It said repent, but with a 3 in it.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Hold
you can look it
on.
up if you want.
Yeah, I'm
literally
literally scouring through right now. Hold the fuck on. Right, so Nier concert.
Yeah.
In London.
Yeah.
So
Recently.
there was a backdrop that said repent free.
Yeah.
Exactly,
like,
repent free, right?
Yeah, like repent with a 3 in it. Like, it was like.
What? No way, I need to see this. Quick, grab me a picture. I don't see anything on this.
Yeah, you can see it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Nier 3 might have been teased at the Nier London place.
Yeah.
Repent with a 3.
Yeah.
Either that or it's some kind of weird epilogue side story thing.
Yeah, I don't know, because it was like, he was like, you know, egging on the crowd, like the crowd, so I don't know. I feel like it might have been a tease.
Okay. Apparently I've read something and someone said that the story with Repent with a 3 is in a lot of concerts and not just for London one, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
Okay.
Oh man, Drake and God 3 remaster? Oh, I wish. Fucking wish. Jesus.
We would do that on the channel.
So
I would love to do that on the channel, because I've never played that.
We're gonna get banned if we do.
Really?
Trust me, that game is fucking risk.
Oh.
We won't get banned, but we're gonna be more traumatized than we have been for the Nier series. I'll say that much.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's some fucking imagery in that game, mate.
Oh, okay.
And dialogue.
Well, yeah, that was kind of
weird fucking dialogue. It's weird. It's a weird fucking game, but you can't stop. You can't take your eyes off of it. You can't stop playing for really dumb, stupid reasons. And yet, there's this something about it that just hooks you. I don't know what it is, whether it's the lore or like how insanely fucked up it gets in a lot of places. You just can't stop. So I need that game to be a remaster really bad.
Oh, cool. So that was pretty cool news.
Sorry,
I thought. I don't know. Yeah. So, I mean, I'd love for it to be a tease for like another Nier project, but and not a mobile game. Hopefully, please no.
Oh well, the mobile game for Nier is actually closing down.
Yeah, that's also a thing, isn't it?
Which
Shutting.
like makes sense. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I didn't really think that was going to last for a long time, but hey, it's got a pretty good story, and apparently there are connections and a lot of hints to the overall world of Drake and God and Nier as well. I've seen some
I had
shit,
that on my news. Yeah,
and I'm like, oh fuck, that's that guy from the lore. Oh,
April.
Shit. And stuff like that.
Yeah, it's ending in April.
Yeah, it's soon.
Yeah.
It do be like that sometimes with these live service games, but hey, there's a really cool story, and I'm pretty sure someone's uploaded the entire thing on YouTube. So if you want some more of that juicy, sweet, depressing Nier lore, it's all on the YouTube if you want to check it out.
Yeah, I need to. I actually need to look at the once it's all said and done. I'm gonna go and just watch the videos and see what it's all about.
Yeah, me too. I need to.
Because I just fell out of the game. I fell out of that game.
Yeah, not only did my phone run out of memory, but also I just kind of got a little bit bored.
Yeah, I mean the story was super interesting, but it was just taking too long to get there, and I was like,
it took us time to release the story of batches.
Yeah,
I need my character to be like this, and I've not reinvested in the game enough to get myself with the content.
To actually be able to get through that content. Yeah.
And after a while, I just sort of fell out with the game a little bit. It was cool. The Persona 5 collab was really cool. You know, Joker invading his own rival's game like that was a pretty sick move. I'll go lie.
So I'm a little
rival.
Whenever Persona gets announced into a mobile game, you better watch out a year later.
Has.
It's good.
It's
closing. Wait, what one?
The fucking, the weird. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's the one with the Sense of Demons in it. They gave Mara a hat and shit.
Oh,
it's the Phantom Thieves one.
Oh, that's probably gonna close down in a year then.
Has it not been released for the West yet?
No, it's not.
It's like a East thing only, right?
Yeah. Persona X or whatever it's called. Yeah,
X, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't say that.
That's not come out in the West. Persona 5X has not come out in the West. Yeah, but if it's got the Joker and all that in them, then it's probably going to close down in a year's time. So
Joker's the herald of
it literally is at free.
Unless you're from his home series, which will never die.
Yeah, but it's four mobile games that have had the Persona 5 spin-offs have closed down within a year after that.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of funny. I got some other news. Monolith Soft are hiring for a 3D action game. Pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
That means the next Monolith Soft game could be a 3D action game rather than maybe
the weird MMO sort of
yeah.
that Xenoblade has.
I would be very interested to see how Monolith Soft handle that, because they've always really delved into the turn-based, sort of turn-based, it's not really 3D action, but an full-on action game from Monolith Soft could be interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of action RPG, did you see that new game that it's done by a lot of people from Square Enix? It got recently announced. It's called Raynatis, I think it's called. Everyone's saying it's basically the Versus 13 that they wanted to make.
Yeah, it
looks different, but it looks similar at the same time, especially with because there's shots of a Shibuya crossing and stuff.
Yeah, as well. I saw it. It looks interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if it's connected to Kingdom Hearts. I think it might just be a separate
I can't believe
thing.
it got shown off in the Japanese Nintendo Direct, right? It didn't get shown for the West.
There's a lot of big names that have worked on a lot of Square titles that are working.
Yeah,
it looks pretty well made from what I've seen from the trailer. It's got a lot of production value to it.
Yeah, it could be interesting. I'd have to see more of it, but it was only a tease and stuff. But
because it's got the composer is Yoko Shimomura. Scenario is Nojima, I think his name is, and Furyu, I think is the name of hang on, I need to research this more because I don't really know a lot about it. I've just heard things here and there. I've not got any confirmed stuff.
I saw the
got product placement apparently.
Yeah.
So
it does look pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it's early on. I don't know when it's gonna come out over here, if it ever comes out over here. I'm always weary of when. It always sucks when something gets announced in the Japanese Nintendo Direct that the US one didn't get. They didn't get to see. Case in point, there was one thing that got announced in the Japanese Nintendo Direct, this Japanese Nintendo Direct, that I was very sad to see get announced. It's just like adding salt to the wound.
Ben, it's time to emulate. How have you not had your villain arc yet over
I
Mother?
haven't done it.
Because Jesus fucking Christ, if that was an indication of the future, just become a pirate, I don't know what is. I don't know what it is, man. I think it's time to face the music and just fucking emulate the game because it's not happening. It's not happening, Ben.
I still
break the law, do a crime, and be reunited with the game that you love.
It's gonna happen in 2 years' time. 1 year's time.
You can wait 2 years after that.
Oh, I don't know.
Because if you can, you're a stronger man than I, but fuck.
Yeah.
Man.
Also, I just want to say,
I
I just want to say, we didn't react to the partner showcase because of obviously. It was
We should have though. You wanna know why? Because I want to talk about another company. Not just Monolith and Square.
I know. I'll get into it.
Once again, surprise, Fatless decide to do a re-release of one of their games, complete with re-release goal, as it should, because vengeance has come in the form of Shin Megami Tensei 5. Vengeance.
And you are gonna buy it because
I am gonna buy it. I'm going to stream it all over again. People are gonna like it. People are gonna watch it because this is my personal bias series that I will always show. And,
oh wait, Joe, are you gonna play it on Switch again?
No, because
I was gonna
it's fucking coming out on PS5 and PC, baby. Let's go! Finally, honestly, if they just re-released the game as it was and it was a port, I'd be like, I'm hyped. I'd still be hyped probably.
Yeah.
But not only are we getting that, but this ain't just a re-release.
It's a massive re-release.
This is really cool. This actually, I'm usually skeptical about this re-release.
Yeah.
Persona 5 Royal, even though I liked that, there were a lot of things wrong with the way they kind of like had that as a re-release. I kind of didn't like that you had to play through the entire Persona 5 again. Even though there were like little changes here and there to get to was it the third semester, I think?
Yeah.
But SMT5 gives you the option to apparently just go to that campaign.
Yeah.
Which
it's massive,
really cool.
mate. It's
and
the game.
Huge.
Apparently, it's
apparently. It's 80 plus hours.
Yeah.
And there are new demons. There are some devil summoner like versions, like Cherub, being put in the game, which is really cool. Turbo Granny is in it, which I am ecstatic about.
Oh.
There's there's like a new, apparently better storyline, and they got the dude, the creative director from Nocturne, on board with this scenario.
Are you interested in that?
And it was funny because in the interview, because there was a highlight video, like spotlight of SMT5 Vengeance after the trailer on the partnership with Nintendo.
Alright, yeah.
And they said that apparently, and this shows in the actual game, that they wanted a lot of things to do with like the humans and the demons be put in SMT5 with their like story and stuff, but they couldn't do it, and they were very disappointed that they couldn't put all that stuff in, but they can do now with this scenario. So in a way they're kind of acknowledging that the story wasn't exactly a contention point of celebration.
Yeah.
That was a really weird sentence I uttered, but it's basically the story is the weakest part of the game.
Yeah, of SMT.
Even compared to other SMT games, which usually have some pretty awesome stories and scenarios, but this one definitely fell flat. But the gameplay of SMT5 is one of the best in my opinion, and the music and setting is really cool too. But this is apparently going to have a much better storyline, and it's involving more of the demons, and it's going for like a snake-like theme with it. One of the 4 Madoka Magica girls is confirmed to be a doy redesign of Lilith, which is really cool.
Okay.
And obviously the theme is to do with vengeance, and there's already a lot of theories swirling about revengeance. That's really funny because there's a mod for the original ST5 that has Nahabino be Raiden and Denny Fiend as Jetstream Sam. So there was a resurgence of that after that title, which is quite funny.
I bet there is,
There's new special moves. There's a lot of new quality of life features in it now. Like, you can save anywhere now, which is really cool. And you can rotate the map, which is... my mind has exploded from that one. It's also going to be on the PS5 and PC and Xbox, which is... Thank you. That game sorely need to get off the Switch. My God, that game is free.
I'm just curious.
But my God, does it fucking chug here and there?
How is the Switch gonna handle Revengeance? Is it gonna make like your Switch just implode?
Stop calling it Revengeance.
All right, fine, Vengeance. How is it gonna handle it though? It's just gonna blow up. Like that game was already hard enough on the Switch.
That game actually irreversibly damaged my Switch, and this is a true story. I remember when I was streaming it on Twitch,
I actually
my console overheated. And from now on, whenever I play any game, whether it's Splatoon or like Breath of the Wild or even fucking River City Girls, it overheats every hour and a half, and I've got to get a shitty little desk fan and basically make my Switch hug it, like just press it against it, and that's how I don't get it. So, thanks SMT5.
For making the game was too hot to handle.
Yeah, it was fine before then. And it's coming out on the same release date as the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC.
I'm actually curious though.
Did you see the trailer?
I did see the trailer.
Okay, you saw it.
Yeah,
what did you think? Because you weren't there for the reaction.
No, I wasn't, but I watched your reaction video and it was really good. Actually, it was really good reaction video. Yeah. So I'm very curious about. I think we were right on the money though about the Malekith. Sorry. You know the guy in the person in the egg.
Mikula.
Mikula. That was it. Sorry, I got my name. My M's confused. So many fucking M's.
There's a lot.
But yeah, we were right that was gonna be like a continued story. Like I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's definitely like to do with it.
Because you can even interact with it as well, and it's like, oh, this might be a DLC thing in the future. This might be how you get to
it's a loose
DLC
thread.
Planet.
It's a loose thread,
it's
and
just
like
sort of
guaranteed.
there with his big gangly hand poking out of the cocoon. It's like, well, you can't do nothing with that from Soft. Come on.
And kicks. You got like kicks and stuff. But is that an actual war? That might be an actual war.
It's still sick to see.
I'm kind of hoping that it's not, and it's like an actual moveset thing, like a class of moves.
Yeah, the new weapons are gonna be so hype. I can't wait. You got new spells.
I did see.
Throwing daggers. And
they announced like a collector's edition for this as well. Which
that's weird that they got a collector's edition. Because it's like, what is this?
DLC?
Is this even a DLC still? It's not.
It seems massive.
It feels like it's one of those
like another game.
But then you have to go.
Like a Xenoblade.
But you've also got to get in there from something in the vanilla game, I think. So
can you? Is it not just straight up?
Well, everyone's theorizing that you got to interact with the Mikula cocoon in Mog's Palace.
Yeah, maybe.
By the way, if you've not beaten Mog yet, good luck, because that's probably going to be the only way you actually enter the DLC.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And there's the big bad guy as well, Mesmer, the Impaler. In an interview with Miyazaki, he is an Empyrean. He's got the red hair of Radagon, so he's one of his ilk. Obviously, my first thought was like, oh my god, is that Mikula? But then Mikula appears at the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it's not Mikula, then probably it's a brand new character by the looks of things. And interesting to see how that leads into the whole big mythos of the lore of Elden Ring. Because the place we're going to is the first place where Marika first set foot Apparently, it might be where she's from, because remember, she's not actually one
From-
of she's
yeah.
not from the lands between.
No, she's not.
So
no.
we're gonna get some juicy ass lore, and I hope we get some twists and turns here and there too.
Is this like gonna be another timey-wimey thing? Probably. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, your mic just went into like an absolute like earpiece. Hello? Joe? You there? Hello? Joe? Joe? Joe, your mic's gone.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what happened. Your mic
Sorry
went.
about that. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
loose cable. You can cut out the video if you can. Cheers.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Seems like some timey-wimey stuff.
It usually DLCs usually involve either going to the past or going to a weird like pocket
alternate
dimension of like reality. So, but this is apparently like a new land, and don't know.
Shadows? What do you call it? The Land of
Shadows.
Land of Shadows. Yeah, interesting.
Quite a historic landmark. According to Miyazaki, it's going to be quote unquote slightly bigger than Limgrave, whatever that means. Because
Limgrave's massive.
Because they said that the main story of Elden Ring would take 30 hours to complete.
Yeah, Limgrave alone spent us a good 20 hours or
so. Yeah, the weapons are really cool. The new enemy designs look grotesque.
Yeah, that weird thing that. What was that weird like long thing? It was like it was thin and like had those weird. Oh man, that thing looked weird.
Disgusting. Gross.
Yeah.
It looked. See the lore behind it.
Yeah. I know. And then you had like the Crucible Knight's wings and shit at the end.
Yeah, we finally got the
shit,
Anthrop You can complete the Crucible Knight roleplay, finally.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
You had all the aspects except for the wings, so it's glad that it's
I'm looking forward to seeing where this all goes. Like, and maybe ties back into the ending that we were left on in Elden Ring as well. The one where she's well, I can't remember which ending it was, but it's the one where oh god, I'm drawing blank on names.
Who's it involved?
The blue Ranni, where Ranni's like standing there and she's got like those eyes at the end. I can't remember what.
Well, it's funny you say that, because from the trailer there's actually a lot of carrion imagery as well.
Yeah,
some people sort of noticed some things that were to do with the observatory that leads you to Ranni's body.
Yeah.
When you go through all the carrion like symbolism and stuff, it's there in the trailer as well. So we're probably gonna get a bit more background on them as well, which is really cool, because a lot of their stuff and their lore is to do with like the stars, and it's a bit. Like, it's very, very loose-ended and slightly confusing as well. So it'd be nice to see a little bit more stuff on them, and maybe we'll get even more confused on like the star heritage and stuff.
Oh god, that stuff was confusing enough.
It was cool, but also
it was good. Yeah, the cosmics, like that, the creatures, and oh god.
My destiny is in the stars. Okay, but how does the destiny? I don't know. But yeah. So that's gonna be really interesting.
I am excited. It looks really fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the return of Plagar.
Yeah, I hope the super boss doesn't have a regen.
I'm hoping it's a good 30 hours. I'm hoping it's like a Xenoblade Chronicles expansion kind of deal, where it's like.
I mean, it's more Elden Ring. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, but I'm hoping it's not like a small like DLC. It's like quite a big one.
You don't want it to be like the other FromSoft games, where they usually last for about 10 to 15 hours.
Well, you know the one in Dark Souls 2, that was like.
Which one?
Like, there was like 3 of them, but they were quite small.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not that kind of size.
I mean, they won't be like that. One was pretty lengthy. 3 had 2, and they were the highlights of that game.
Yeah.
Bloodborne Old Hunters is still the best DLC in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, Miyazaki said that it's big of a limb grave, and everyone
And he
else is
said
saying
he's
it's
gonna-
going to be like hours into it, and also with how long they've been working on it too, and
Yeah.
just with the fact that Elden Ring is super open world and that game is getting a DLC, it's probably going to be a long ass DLC, dude.
Yeah, I reckon it's gonna be massive as well. I love the one of the things I actually did see an interview, a comment from a thing from the interview. I think it was the interview you probably read, but I didn't read the full thing. But he finally admitted he has a realization that he likes to put poison swamps in his games.
Pretty sure he had that on like the first interview for Elden Ring. And now he's just expanded on that. But he goes on like a big tirade of like why he's got to put poison swamps in all of his games, which is really funny. And it's like, instead of going to therapy, Miyazaki will just make another poison swamp.
Oh, bless him, man. Bless him, man. It could be what kind of poison swamp is it going to be? Like a blight one, maybe, or something?
Yeah. Just does
instant death.
every ailment all at the same time as soon as you dip your toes into it. Instant scarlet rot, instant poison, instant frenzy, and all that good shit.
Yeah, the mother of all poison swamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boss you gotta fight, as soon as you step into it, health bar pops up, and you have to find the core, and it's basically the bed of Chaos 2.0, and it's the best boss ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, great job on the action video. It's on our channel if you want to watch it. Or a link to it here. Ha ha ha. I plug in. I see. But a lot of people watched it already. Yeah, a lot of people have actually watched it already, surprisingly.
Yeah, so, get excited because we're definitely going to cover that at some point. Maybe some ugly blue-haired bastard will return. Who knows?
Oh man. So other pieces of news. Man, what Sony said really bummed me out about a PS5.
All right, what's the bad news?
Yeah, let's get to the bad stuff.
All right.
Okay, downer time. PS5 is not meeting like Sony's expectations, and they already said. I mean, I know it's like obviously sales are gonna get lower now. They're already saying sales are gonna start to dip, and it's in the latter half of its life. Now,
but that's not. Well, if we're going by Sony's history, hasn't that usually been the opposite?
Well, right, here's the thing, right? Like, the PS5 been out for 4 years, right?
Wow, has it really been 4 years since the PS5 came out?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't like that.
Yeah. It's going on. I think, wait, is it 4 years or is it 3? It might be 3. Oh, let me check.
Please say it's 3. For the love of God, it has to be 3.
PS5, when did it release? When did...
It's funny because usually with
PS5,
it doesn't sell well in its first half of it. It sells like hotcakes in the last half, like with the PS3 and PS4, right?
Yeah. It launched on November 12th, 2020.
So it's been 3 years.
So 3 in a bit, right? And already saying it's in the latter half of its life. And sales are gonna start going into decline now. Man, that makes me feel a bit like ouch.
Well, that's funny because people really struggle to actually buy a PS5 in the first.
I know. That's the thing.
And now the console is getting more and more deals and
is
getting
in the UK
slightly cheaper here and there. Wouldn't that be more sales? But then again, I do remember in the first half of its life cycle that they were hard to come by because they couldn't make enough.
Chip shortage. Yeah, chip shortage. Yeah. It had a lot going against it, to be honest. Like, the whole pandemic thing didn't really help either. Yeah. The chip shortage. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they'll do a PS5 Pro refresh or something. Something to, like,
surprise me.
Boost it.
That's for Slim too.
But it really doesn't feel like many games have come out for the PlayStation 5.
It's got barely any exclusives. Barely.
Like, I really feel like, and speaking like of exclusives, because like exclusives seem to be going the way of the dodo, because Microsoft are like now pulling this whole like multi-platform thing now.
Will the console wars finally end? The answer is no.
Probably not, but but like the whole thing with Microsoft, like they had a live podcast and they announced that their games are, not all of them, but like 4 of their games are going multi-platform, and they're not like small. Hi-Fi Rush is going to PS5.
Oh, great. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw that announcement too. I really hope that this is my big, like, the boss from MGS3 wish for the world. And it's that I want exclusives to die.
You really want exclusives to die?
So the consoles war will end. Consoles without borders. So everyone can just have their game on whatever console they want, and there'd be no need for people to be arseholes and elitists about their Magic Box. But then there's also the thing, it's like, but then why on earth would you get the Switch?
Not just,
right?
Yeah.
If the games are on the other ones. I mean, well, 1, Switch is cheaper. 2, you can get we can get portable as well. But now there's also things like the Steam Deck on PC, which also have their own portable versions. And the PS5 is also following suit as well with that weird freaking thing. Everyone's going portable too, which makes me sad because I miss the DS days. But I digress. And with all of that, it's like, if there aren't exclusives for the Switch especially, then what's going to happen to Nintendo? But then again, Nintendo's not going to die because there's no way you're going to see Nintendo IPs on other consoles, right?
Oh god, I think they'll never do it. Honestly,
Xbox, PC, and PlayStation will be their own little bubble of peace. And you know what? Nintendo does well with their own independent shtick as well. So it'll just be 2 little bubbles. You're a Nintendo person, or you're a console person who have now finally kissed and made up. But that will never happen. That's just my dumb idealistic wish for the world.
Yeah, I know. It does bring up a good topic, though.
And wait for... Sorry, I'm in a MGS3 mood. For my country.
Oh gosh, man. It does honestly raise the question, though, because Microsoft want this whole, like, Game Pass thing to go. Because they're moving into, like, not being a console anymore, it seems. They're, like... seem to be moving into that trajectory of we're a service, not a console. It's kind of like they're giving up the ghost sort of thing, and they're like, we'll still have the box, but you can get Game Pass on. We're gonna get Game Pass on everything. I eventually think, I eventually think Microsoft is gonna be Game Pass, and that seems crazy to me to think that, but. I don't know, like, they seem to be moving in that way. I think, like, with the whole idea of Sea of Thieves as well going... I don't think it got announced yet, but it's gonna be announced soon. Grounded is going to Switch. That was a Microsoft exclusive, and I think Pentiment also got announced, which was also a Microsoft exclusive. So yeah, they're pushing their games over to other platforms. I mean, I think it's good for the developers though. I mean, they get more money at least, like with more sales and more life into the game's chances of succeeding.
Hopefully less layoffs as well.
I mean, it'll be nice because I wasn't gonna bring that up again, but oh man, layoffs again. It's really bad this year. It's already...
What is going on?
I think it's already gotten to the point where it's almost as bad as last year, and we're only at the start of the year.
It's really scary because what with like the rise of technology and how far it's advancing, and now of course you've got like bad things like AI being thrown in the mix too. It does make me wonder, like, are we hitting our like sustain point where it's now unhealthier to go much further when it comes to technology? Because we're discovering more and more big new things for the future, but there's only, at the end of the day, there's only so much human beings can work to actually meet these expectations and meet these new like things that have like been discovered. It's like some egghead is like, oh, this thing is awesome, I can do this and that. But then you want to take him to a corner and be like, can I speak to you privately for a minute? Yes, sir. Okay. Is this actually going to make people's lives easier?
I don't know.
Is that not the whole point? Is that not the whole like shtick of like discovering new like things for the future? So we as a species can maybe live our very short lives in a little bit more peace. No, we're not. We're just going to be greedy arseholes about it. Okay,
we're just going to keep going. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I feel like again, I feel like in terms of like the whole console exclusive thing dying and everything, it's the same situation. We're kind of getting to the point now where it's diminishing returns on graphics and stuff. Yeah. So it's sort of like my box is better than yours, but your box looks the same as mine.
It's like a big arms race.
Yeah, it's sort of becoming like, well, I can see AI being good for some things. Like, AI could be good as a blueprint for stuff, for not graphic, but, you know, like level designs or whatever. It could give them like a template, but then at the same time, the argument is
the level design.
You can't beat, you can't, like, you can't beat the, you know, the creativity of a person who has an idea.
There's that as well. It's like there's only so much an artificial intelligence has compared to you know, the infinite amount of potential and possibilities that derive from ideas from actual human beings.
Right. So it's a bit of a.
I'm still very much against AI.
I actually had like this. I mean, this isn't getting you, but I when I was at work yesterday, I actually had a talk about like how AI is damaging and stuff, and like to a bunch of people, because they were talking at my work about the whole like because some of them are like younger and they're in university and stuff. And they're like, oh, ChatGPT is so good. It gives me such a good blueprint for like my essays and stuff. And I'm like, oh wow, like that's like, like kids like using ChatGPT to like get ideas for like how they can structure their essays now, and that's like, wow, that's a tricky subject.
Yeah. Back in our day, we had to fucking go in the library and get like 20 books and look for all that shit. Not anymore.
Yeah. And it's like now you just ask ChatGPT like about a certain type or subject and like, oh right, turn that into like an essay format for me, and they'll do it for you. But you obviously can't copy it. No. You just need to obviously use your own words, but still, it gives you the perfect blueprint almost, and it's like, wow, that takes a load of work out of everything. You don't even know what you're learning.
It's a very scary, and it's a very...
AI is just terrifying to me, man.
Yeah, it's
maybe because I'm getting older and older. Maybe because I'm getting older to the point where I don't want to be in with technology anymore. I don't know. Am I reaching that point?
No, it's for children who are wrong.
Yeah.
They always will be. Always.
Are we reaching a point where we don't want to take...
You're watching this, you're wrong! Sorry.
Are we reaching a point where we don't want technology anymore to advance because we're at that point where we don't want to learn any more technology?
Me personally, I don't. Yeah. I don't personally. I think we're good. I think we're in the clear. Focus on curing cancer and other diseases.
Maybe AI will be able to do that.
When it comes to the entertainment industry, it's time to stop.
Yeah, I agree, because it's taking voice actors from jobs and video games as well, which is also another subject matter.
Technology is getting to the point where it's not actually helping people anymore.
It's damaging people's lives.
Yeah, I'm content with just the PS5
yes
and everything else just living for the rest of time now. Like we've hit the wall, and if we go any further, it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna have bad returns for humanity as a whole. Have we hit our limit? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't claim to be an expert on this. I'm just speaking from my point of view and my opinion, which is probably dumb to a lot of people, but I still stand by it. So
yeah, it was a nice little rant about AI. Anyway,
it's gotta be done.
Tomb Raider got a new design.
It got a new design?
Similar to our old. Yeah, Tomb Raider got a new design. They showed off her new design, like what she's gonna be in, look like in the next upcoming Tomb Raider game, which currently is called Tomb Raider Next.
I've not seen it. Let me check that out right now. Tomb Raider new design. Lara Croft got a new design.
Yeah, Lara Croft. Yeah. Tomb Raider. I said Tomb Raider. Yeah. She looks a bit like her old design, to be honest.
Why do I see no new design? Is this the one based off of the old games?
No, this is based off of the new Tomb Raider Next, I believe it's called. called Tomb Raider Next game. Oh, it's called Tomb Raider Next. Here's.
Tomb Raider Next. Let me have a look at that. Tomb Raider Next. Tomb Raider Next Generation.
Yeah, but they showed off a design for her. I saw the image of it on
Can't find it.
It's Crystal Dynamics posted it. Hold on, let me find it. They had a front image of her. If you can't find it, I'll show it in the on the podcast picture for people to see. I can't. Where did I find it? I posted it in the games thing as well.
Oh,
I did post it in games and Nintendo actually on our Discord.
She looks a bit like the
old
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, a little bit like her old, a little bit. Yeah, the mixture of like it's kind of merged both, and she's wearing her old outfit as well, like a really old outfit.
Looks fine to
me. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't think anything's wrong with it. I thought it actually looked quite good. It looks like a bit of a mix of both.
Yeah, it looks cool.
So yeah. I never played on with that. I played the first. I really liked the first Tomb Raider reboot game. I thought that was really good, and I didn't mind Rise. I never played the third one. Did you ever play the rest of them?
I played the first one, and I had a really good time with that one, and that was it.
Yeah. I never really delved into the last one for some reason. I don't know. I just never got around to it. I don't know.
Alright. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm not the biggest Tomb Raider fan, but good for Tomb Raider fans, I suppose. They got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad there is a new Tomb Raider game, because Crystal Dynamics were going through some hard times as well, what with the whole layoff situation as well, with what was the group that covered them? Ember, I think it was called. The Embracer, that was it. Embracer laid off a bunch of people because they own Crystal Dynamics now, don't they? Because they sold off to Square Enix or whatever. Square Enix sold them off to Embracer.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm glad it lives on. The game lives on.
Anything else, I think that's we good to go on the stuff that we've been up to.
I think that's kind of it for news on my end. I don't really have anything else to say.
Same here. I've not really been paying attention to a lot of it during my break. I've been locked into my project, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's really it for us on the news segment. We'll see you back in part 3.